sunlight, blue sky, sunshine, snow clinging to the trees, the odd branches falling, as you can see. Oh, them two golden retrievers are just sitting there looking as salty as ever. They were gorgeous. It must have been their owner across the street talking on the sidewalk, because they were just scowly. I've never seen two golden retrievers look so salty, but they were cute. Oh, I miss my golden. But those were it was hard not to bring a little chuckle and a smile. Definitely want to get her little toes. She'll want her toes in the snow today. Making toe bean prints. How gorgeous is this though? I wish the sun had come out like this yesterday. There's so much snow clung to the trees. A lot of places were without power yesterday. It caused a lot of problems, the heavy snow on the lines. Made it really hard for the power crews to deal with. I imagine their hands are full today. From what I understand, it's mainly out around Lunenburg to Halifax, up along the South Shore, along that region. Got hit really hard with the snow. Wow. Gotta break out the sunglasses. Today I'm going to grab Abby. I had some doctor's appointments and stuff, medical appointments this morning, and we came down to Annapolis. I'm going to head back up to Bridgetown, and I'm going to grab my girl Abby, a big burner, a Bernese Mountain Dog, Abby, and we're gonna head back down this way, I think. I was planning to do a little walk around Annapolis, the fort grounds and whatnot, but there's quite a brisk wind coming off of the Annapolis River. Quite a bit of wind to where I don't think the audio would be much. It'd be similar to when I film on the outside exterior of the Jeep on drives. It'd be just muffled and not much to listen to, so we're going to change the plans and we're going to go, I believe, to where we call what we know as First Lake around here. And it's First Lake because it's just outside of Annapolis Royal. Probably got his name because it's the first one out. I'm not really putting a whole lot of thought into it, but oh, this is gorgeous out through here. I'm torn between taking a drive out to Keji, which would continue along this road for another number of kilometers. But I'm conflicted because I don't want to just drive on a day like today. Today, like, First Lake would be directly to the right of us. I'm turning left right now. First Lake would be directly behind us up into the wilderness there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the dog and take her for a nice walk. And we're going to have a nice little day adventure. We're going to film what we can, make the most of what we can. Because the way I see it, the snow on these trees like it is right now, that has an expiration date. And it could be 4 hours from now, or it could be an hour from now, it could be 5 minutes from now. With just the right gust of wind. And for Abby, that kind of day is her perfect day. It's what she's made for. She's bred for the snow and the deep snow and just everything about it. So I think we're going to capitalize on that. We're going to give her what she needs and what her little heart wants. We're going to take her for a little walk. Hopefully film some of it. Hopefully film some of it, and hopefully just have a real nice day. Should be lots more snow to come, but somebody suggested First Lake to me as a nice little walk, and I think today would be a nice little windbreak for her, so be a nice little break from our usual walks that we do up around Annapolis or around Bridgetown area. And we'll do a little something different for her. And then this evening I'll have to take Cooper on his walk, because he won't be able to go where me and Abby's gonna go. It's gonna be too deep, and he's got some arthritis stuff happening in his spine, so he needs motion, but he doesn't need an aggressive hike. So, and by aggressive, I just mean it's going to be, there's going to be some snow on the ground. It's not a walk, it's not a groomed trail. It'll be very much me and Abby finding our path and trudging through, and it's just a little bit past his time for that. I'd like to take him for a walk this afternoon, but I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. It's just we're getting into maximizing the light and utilizing the proper lighting. Probably won't film his walk around town later, so an evening walk won't be a bad thing, but I definitely want to get a walk with Abby while the decent for photos and filming. Vehicle is doing a lot of up and down speed, and I don't necessarily like traveling behind people that want to go from 60 to 80 back to 60 and stuff like that. So I was able to pass him by not even accelerating. I just kept my momentum and progressed. So in four-wheel drive with pretty good snow tires on, I felt confident in that decision. Now the poor guy has a transport truck pushing right up on his hind end, so that was also partial reason for just wanting to get clear. This is. I normally don't film the 101 or what we consider the main highways around here. It's just, I mean, nobody lives on them. It's just it's your highway. It's not your back road or anything like that. But it's definitely got its pretty scenery today. It's definitely given its all. So rather than going home the old way, I thought maybe I'd take a little drive this way, and this will probably be the way that I'm coming back, considering where me and Abby's gonna head to. But it takes us up through the higher elevation. We're above the valley right now. We're actually going to come up to a spot where we're going to look down in and drive back down in through into the valley on this upcoming decline. But the snow cover on these trees is just gorgeous. Woo. Quite a little chap of wind coming across here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bundle up pretty decent. It's minus 5 degrees Celsius right now. wind chill's giving it a -11, so definitely gonna try to get a spot for us to hike out to the wind. Definitely thinking First Lake is gonna be the spot for today. Summertime we run this highway quite a bit going to and from the cabin out south, but just different risks to it when it comes winter time. Across the valley. Behind us is all blue skies. Hopefully me and Abby didn't miss our window for a blue sky hike, but I couldn't skip my appointments or change them around. It's sometimes stuff are just how it is, and you just gotta work around stuff. But I think when we get down in there, that'll probably be quite gorgeous, to be honest with you. Getting pretty excited just thinking about it, and I imagine she probably doesn't even have a clue what's coming. Well, I know she doesn't, but she'll probably be quite excited when she gets loaded up into the old Jeep and we start heading down. I know when we get off the exit in Lakeel, she'll get excited because she'll think that we're going to the cottage, but excuse me, that was a sudden hiccup. I get the hiccups when I get a little bit hungry due to stomach issues that I've had in the past. When I get a little bit hungry, it'll hit me like that, where there's no real warning or anything. It just, I'll get a hiccup or two, and it's just a thing. Abby, she does it and makes fun of me when I get the hiccups every now and then. She'll mimic me. Why? I don't know, but it's kind of funny. that burner love, right? They're just trying to make you feel good. Just gotta solve every problem. I said it before and I'll say it again. Everybody should experience a Bernese Mountain Dog at least once in their life. That a Bernese, I think, a Bernese and a Golden Retriever, they're the two dogs that could pretty well switch any person that has never liked or might be afraid of dogs. I think they could change you. I think they could change you. We had friends that were not much for animals. Well, her husband just hadn't been around dogs very much in his life and was kind of timid a little bit. It was more of a shyness, I think, than a fear, but our dogs broke that down to where when they come in the summer times for a visit, I think part of the reason they come is just to visit the dogs. I think when somebody says that to you, that they used to be afraid or whatever, or timid of dogs, and your dogs are the ones that change that for them. I think as a dog owner or a pet parent, I guess, I don't like to say dog owner. I like to say that about as much as I like to have a collar on them. I wouldn't put a collar on my best friend, so I don't think, when my dogs are home, I don't think they need a collar on them all the time either, but I feel that way about being a pet owner, quote unquote. I just don't like that saying. I like being a pet parent better. Well, we're back into some familiar territory. Snow coming off everything all the time. Gotta love it. And if you don't love it, well, I don't know what to say to you. A huge turkey vulture in there perched up on a big tree with probably a 7-foot wingspan. That was quite shocking. But like I say, we're coming back into some familiar territory. Some of this I captured, well, I would have captured it yesterday. Looks a little bit different now that stuff's thawed off, but we'll cut down through here, and I think this is where we'll end it. Yeah, I think we'll have a good walk when we get out here in an hour. This is the beauty of Bridgetown right here. Small little neighborhood of Centennial Avenue. Runs mainly pretty well the whole length of Bridgetown. It's quite just some days it just kind of hits perfect. So thank you you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the drive. Listen to me chat your ear off. Until the next one,